Welcome to httravel, where travel dreams come true. Close your eyes for a second and imagine you are standing on the white sand, the Mediterranean waves gently lapping at your feet, carrying the whispers of ancient Phoenician sailors. In the distance, snow-capped mountains sparkle under the sun, and somewhere, the aroma of Arabic coffee blends with the echoes of Farah's singing. That is Lebanon, Paris of the Middle East, a sparkling gem in the heart of the world. A small country, only the size of a small province in Southeast Asia, but it contains a whole universe, majestic nature, a thousand-year history, and people with burning hearts. Do you hear the call of Lebanon? It is an invitation to embark on a journey that will change the way you see the world. Today, we will explore every corner of the Pearl of the Mediterranean, from turquoise beaches, ancient temples, to fragrant mezze parties. Are you ready? Take my hand, take a deep breath, and immerse yourself in Lebanon. Let's start the journey with the nature of Lebanon, a masterpiece that nature has drawn with all its heart. Located at the crossroads of three continents, Asia, Europe, Africa, Lebanon is where the blue sea, white mountains, and green valleys blend together in a beautiful symphony. Although it is only over 10,000 square kilometers wide, as small as a small land in Southeast Asia, Lebanon will make you exclaim in amazement. Have you ever stood in the middle of a thousand-year-old cedar forest, feeling the breath of history? In Bshari, the Lebanese cedars, the national symbol on the flag, stand tall like giants. The sturdy trunks and lush green foliage were once used by the Phoenicians to build legendary ships that conquered the Mediterranean. Take a deep breath, and you will smell the fragrant wood mixed with the mountain wind, a sacred feeling like touching the soul of heaven and earth. Now, let's go deep underground, to the Jida Grotto Cave, a wonder that was once nominated for the 7 natural wonders of the world. The crystal-like stalactites, carved by the underground river over millions of years, reflect the light like an underground palace. Do you dare to row a boat on that underground river, feeling like you are lost in a fairy tale world? And the Bekaa Valley, oh, what a heart-wrenchingly fertile land. Endless vineyards stretch under the sun, producing Lebanese wines such as Chateau Ksara or Chateau Musar, comparable to the big names of Bordeaux or Tuscany. Imagine yourself raising a glass of wine, sipping the flavor of the Bekaa land and sky, feeling the sweetness of ripe grapes mixed with a bit of minerals from the red soil. Do you want to try it? And now, let me take you to Lebanon's treasure, the Mediterranean Sea. With over 225 kilometers of coastline, Lebanon is a place where the sea becomes a living poem, each wave telling a story. Imagine standing on Tyre Beach, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where the sand is as white as silk and the water is so clear you can see schools of sparkling fish swimming by. Would you like to walk barefoot on the sand, feeling the cool waves lapping at your feet? In Byblos, the beach is nestled next to ancient ruins, where waves crash against stone walls that once witnessed Phoenician merchants trading pearls and purple cloth. The Gulf of Jouni, a curved arc, is surrounded by deep green mountains, making it an ideal place for kayaking, windsurfing, or simply lying on the sand, watching the green mountains blend with the blue sea. Lebanon's seas are more than just sights, they're life. Head to small fishing villages like Batroun or Anfi, where white-roofed houses nestle against the cliffs. You'll see fishermen casting their nets at dawn, children playing on the sand, and small seafood restaurants serving freshly grilled fish topped with olive oil and local herbs, food that'll make you hungry just by smelling it. Every summer, Lebanon's beaches light up with beach festivals, from BBQs to live music by the waves. In Cheka, you can join eco-tours on the water, learning about the Mediterranean ecosystem and the local efforts to conserve sea turtles. Would you like to dive into the Sea of Sidon, exploring the vibrant coral reefs or ancient underwater ruins that were once the ports of ancient kingdoms? The Lebanese Sea has also inspired countless artists' wave paintings, ocean poems, and tales of Phoenician voyages all begin here. Do you hear the waves calling? It's Lebanon whispering, calling you to explore the mysteries of the ocean. Standing on the summit of Kernet es-Sauda, Lebanon's highest point, you will see the whole country in miniature, from the sparkling sea, to the ancient stone villages, to the lush green valleys. Lebanon is proof that nature does not need to be vast to be great. Every corner is a masterpiece. Have you ever wondered where the writing we use today came from? Come to Lebanon, home of the Phoenicians, the brilliant seafarers who invented the first alphabet over 3,000 years ago, laying the foundation for how we communicate, write, and tell stories. Imagine yourself walking down the cobblestone streets of Byblos, one of the world's oldest inhabited cities. Its stone walls still echo with the laughter of Phoenician merchants, and the sound of the waves from the ships carrying pearls and purple cloth to Egypt and Greece. Would you like to touch those stones and feel the breath of history? In Baalbek, you will stand in awe of the Temple of Jupiter, with its giant stone columns over 20 meters high and weighing hundreds of tons. How could the ancient Romans build such great structures? That is the mystery of Lebanon. The Temple of Bacchus, almost intact, is where you can imagine ancient rituals taking place under the moonlight, with music and prayers echoing. In Tripoli, the Crusader St. Gilles Castle stands tall, telling the story of medieval knights and the battles to defend this land. Would you like to enter the castle and hear the wind tell of the old days? Lebanon is also a land of religious diversity. Muslims, Christians, Druze all live together in admirable harmony. In the Kadisha Valley, ancient Maronite monasteries nestle into the cliffs, where monks have prayed for centuries, like candles that never go out. In Sidon, the intricately designed Omari Mosque is a sparkling gem in the old city. Despite the traumatic years of civil war from 1975 to 1990 and major challenges like the Beirut port tragedy in 2020, the Lebanese people have always stood up. Together, they have cleaned up the debris, transformed crumbling walls into vibrant murals, and painted messages of hope and rebirth. Can you feel the power of that spirit? Lebanon is more than a country, it is a symbol of survival and aspiration. Let me treat you to a cup of Arabic coffee, rich, aromatic, brewed in tiny copper pots, carrying the flavors of Lebanon. Lebanese culture is the beating heart of this country, and I bet you will fall in love with it at the first sip. Imagine yourself sitting in a small cafe in the old town of Tripoli. In front of you are a plate of velvety hummus, refreshing tabbouleh with coriander, lemon, and ruby red pomegranate seeds. A hot piece of shawarma, with fragrant grilled meats wrapped in soft pita, will make you forget all your worries. And for dessert, a sweet kanafe with melted cheese and orange blossom syrup, like a sweet kiss from Lebanon. Can you taste it melting on your tongue? Lebanese cuisine is more than just food, it's an art, a way for Lebanese to connect through family feasts, bustling markets like Souk al-Ahad, or meals gathered around old wooden tables. Lebanese music is another treasure. Listen to Faraz, the Pearl of Arabia, whose heart-melting Le Beirut is like a love letter to the capital. Would you like to immerse yourself in the Bykdine Festival, where the ancient Ottoman palace becomes a stage for opera, jazz, and traditional Arabic music? Artists like Marcel Khalife, with his oud, or Nancy Ajram, with her modern melodies, have brought Lebanese culture to the world. The Lebanese, with their warm hospitality, are always ready to share a story, a song, or a plate of sweet baklava. Imagine sitting next to a local, listening to them tell stories about their holidays or family stories, with a steaming cup of coffee in hand. In Lebanon, every melody, every dish is an invitation to immerse yourself in the soul of the country. Do you know who keeps the flame of Lebanon burning? It's the women of Lebanon, symbols of strength, creativity, and beauty. Think of Faraz, whose timeless voice tells stories of homeland, peace, and love, becoming a cultural icon across the Arab world. Every note of her music is a story, a dream of Lebanon. Or Nadine Labaki, whose Oscar-nominated film Capernaum brings the stories of women and marginalized people in Lebanon to a global audience. Would you like to sit in a theater and feel her heartbeat through her films? In politics, women like Raya Al-Hassan, Lebanon's first female interior minister, have broken barriers in a world dominated by men. After the Beirut port tragedy in 2020, thousands of Lebanese women took to the streets, not only to clean up but also to organize community initiatives, from donating food, building temporary schools, to supporting orphans. They are mothers, sisters, but also silent warriors, with hearts as strong as thousand-year-old cedars. And their style? Oh, you will be amazed. From the delicately embroidered dresses that sparkle like fairy tales, to the trendy outfits in the Mar Mikhail neighborhood, Lebanese women embody the intersection of tradition and modernity. Do you agree that Lebanese women are a great source of inspiration, like the fires that light the way? Now, let's head to Beirut, the vibrant heart of Lebanon. Are you ready to immerse yourself in the Paris of the Middle East? Imagine yourself strolling through the Jameza neighborhood, where ancient buildings painted in rainbow colors are interspersed with trendy bars and art galleries. Would you like to sip a glass of arak, a traditional drink made from grapes and anise, on a rooftop overlooking the sparkling city? Souk El Taib, with its stalls filled with spices, fresh fruit, and pastries, is where you can feel the local pulse, the scent of za'atar, the laughter of vendors, and the bustle of a Beirut morning. Martyrs Square, the site of historic protests, is the heart of Beirut, where the past and present meet. The National Museum of Beirut, with its Phoenician artifacts, tells the story of a city that never gave up. At night, Beirut comes alive. The clubs in Mano or Ashrafi play vibrant music, from traditional Arabic to modern EDM, attracting both locals and tourists. An evening in Beirut can start with a mezzi at a riverside restaurant, with hummus, fatish, and aromatic grilled meats. Next, you can head to the music hall to enjoy a concert, and end with a late-night coffee at a small cafe in the Old Town, where dim lights and chatter create a cozy atmosphere. Beirut is where you live every moment. Do you want to immerse yourself in that rhythm? Feel the heart of Beirut beating in your chest. Lebanon is not just a place to see, it is a place to live, to feel. Imagine yourself standing in the middle of the Baalbek International Festival, where ancient Roman columns become a stage for opera, jazz, and classical music under a starry sky. Do you want to feel the music blending with the sound of the mountain wind, like a symphony of nature and men? If you are an adventurer, head to Faraya, just an hour's drive from Beirut. Skiing on the snow-capped slopes in the morning, swimming in the sea in Jouni in the afternoon, only Lebanon can offer such a magical experience. Do you dare to try it? Love history? Take an archaeological tour of Sidon or Tyre, where guides tell stories of ancient kings, merchants, and warriors as if you were living in their time. Love food? Take a mezzi cooking class, make your own hummus, tabbouleh, or fatish, and feel the joy of kneading dough and mixing herbs. Or visit the vineyards of the Bekaa Valley, sample premium wines, and listen to farmers tell you how they care for each vine like their own children. Lebanese coffee culture is an experience not to be missed. Sit in a small cafe, sip strong Arabic coffee, brewed in tiny copper pots, and listen to locals talk about their lives, holidays, and dreams. The night markets of Jouni or Beirut, with their hand-woven rugs, silver jewelry, and carved lanterns, are places you can take home unforgettable memories. Are you ready to live Lebanon to the fullest, from your toes touching the waves to your heart beating to the rhythm? Let me take you to the world of Lebanese street food and craft where taste and art come together. Have you ever stood in front of a shawarma stand in Beirut, watching the meat turn golden and fragrant? Just one bite, with its tender meat, rich tahini sauce, and crunchy fresh vegetables, will make you want to eat more and more. In Tripoli, try manouche, a flatbread covered with za'atar, a signature Lebanese herb blend, and melted cheese, grilled over hot coals. Can you smell the aromatic herbs from afar? Street stalls in Souk al-Ahad or Zaytouni Bay are where you can find rustic dishes like crispy falafel or ka'ake, sesame seed-covered bread, sold by street vendors with big smiles. But Lebanon is not all about food. Visit traditional craft villages like Deir el-Kamar, where artisans still make pottery by hand, creating intricately patterned vases that tell the story of each family. In Chouf, you will see weavers creating vibrant silk rugs, each thread carrying a piece of Lebanese history. Or visit the olive farms of Kora, where people press olive oil using traditional methods, creating world-famous aromatic oils. Would you like to take home a bottle of olive oil, a ceramic vase, or a silk rug as a souvenir? These craft villages not only preserve tradition, but also demonstrate Lebanese creativity and craftsmanship. Imagine sitting next to an artisan, listening to them tell stories about how they learned their craft from their grandparents, while their hands work quickly to create a masterpiece. Can you feel the love in each product? Traveling in Lebanon is not just about exploring, it's also about helping to preserve its natural and cultural treasures. Would you like to take a walking tour through the Chouf Cedar Forest Reserve, where the 1,000-year-old cedars are protected like precious friends? Here, you will learn about how the locals care for the forest, protect the ecosystem, and keep the Lebanese symbol green. Or go to Tyre, join the sea turtle conservation projects, where you can help release baby turtles back into the ocean, feeling the joy of helping to protect nature. Would you like to touch the sand, hear the waves, and know that you are doing something meaningful? The Bekaa Valley's eco-farms not only produce wine and olive oil, but also host workshops on sustainable agriculture. You can learn how to grow grapes, press olive oil, or even make soap from local herbs. In villages like Doma or Aden, you can stay in traditional stone houses and eat home-cooked meals, from hearty stews to honey-covered pastries. These experiences are not only fun, but also help preserve culture and create jobs for the community. Lebanon, with top universities like the American University of Beirut, is educating its young people to take the country forward, becoming a bridge between East and West. Would you like to be part of this meaningful journey, where every step you take contributes to shaping Lebanon's future? Friends, Lebanon is more than a destination, it is a journey, a story of nature, history, and people. From the sparkling beaches of Tyre, the 1,000-year-old cedar forests, to the singing voices of pharaohs and the radiant smiles of Lebanese women, this country is an invitation. You will hear the whispering waves, watch the sunset in Beirut, enjoy a glass of Bekaa wine under the moonlight, and join in the vibrant festivals. You will touch the pottery pots, smell the herbs from manouche, and feel the rhythm of life in the fishing villages. Lebanon is a place where you will not only see, but live, feel, and love. If you can't get there right away, start with a plate of homemade hummus, listen to a song by pharaohs, or read a book about Phoenicia. Every little step is a piece of your Lebanon story. Lebanon is more than just a place on a map, it's a dream waiting to be written. Do you dare to embark on this journey, to let the pearl of the Mediterranean touch your heart? Stand up, take a deep breath, and join us in discovering Lebanon today. Goodbye and see you in the next video.